Hey, good evening and welcome to our Illini football kickoff show here on ABC News Channel. I'll be your host, Josh Getzoff, and over the next half hour, we'll get you ready for a brand new year of Illinois football, a year with heightened expectations and a year we all cannot wait to get started. But before we look ahead to the 2014 season, let's take a last look back to the year that was in 2013, a year that showcased a rejuvenated offense, a hot start, and building blocks were set in place for the upcoming season. Year 2 of the Tim Beckman era brought with it a team with nowhere to go but up. Week 1 featured an intrastate clash at Memorial Stadium against the Southern Illinois Salukis. Illinois put up 42 points, and a late defensive stand sealed a 1-0 start for the Illini. Week 2, more offense. Illinois flat out pounded Cincinnati 45-17, making a statement at Memorial Stadium. The guys took their act to Chicago and Soldier Field from there, battling a Washington team that would be bowl-bound at season's end, and the Huskies dealt Illinois their first loss of the season. The Illini rebounded well, smacking lowly Miami of Ohio 50-14 in Champaign, and then it was on to the Big Ten slate and the problems. Illinois dropped their first 2 contests to Nebraska and Wisconsin, being outscored 95-51.
They're 2 pretty good football teams, and we've got ways to go, no question, but we fought.
Michigan State came to Illinois on homecoming and rocked the Illini 42-3. Then losses at Penn State, Indiana, and against Ohio State at Memorial Stadium eliminated the Illini from bowl contention.
I think we'll, continue to move forward. We got to. Every game left on our schedule is a winnable game. We just got to capitalize.
A bright spot came on November 23rd when Illinois got Tim Beckman his first Big Ten win and snapped a 20-game conference losing streak with a victory at Purdue.
Just about everybody hugged. I mean, it was outstanding. So that's what it's a win for the program.
But the celebration was short-lived. Illinois lost to Northwestern in the regular season finale, finishing 4-8, a 2-win improvement in year number 2. Well, year number 3 for Tim Beckman is no doubt his most pivotal as the head coach of Illinois football. We sat down with Coach Beckman ahead of kickoff for this season to talk expectations, pressure, and much more. Take a look. I have to say, you have not aged that much in 3 years. That's a good thing.
Oh, I don't know about that, really.
I don't think so. I don't think.
My wife's even telling me my hair's gotten gray.
Well, maybe I'm trying to stay on your good side. But really, between year 1 to year 3, what's the biggest difference that you've seen in yourself as a head coach with this football program?
You get more and more comfortable, not comfortable, but a word, I guess, with the plan that you've set in place. The players that have now been involved in that plan for 3 years, from off-season to community to schoolwork to season stuff, it's understood. It's not as much of having to be taught. There's some continuity in it. And I think that's probably one of the biggest things as a football coach that you feel is that you've put this plan in place, you've seen it be successful. Want it to be more successful in win category, no question. But you've seen it be successful in everything else that you've asked it to be.
A lot of people are going to be talking about the offense, and for good reason. But I think there's a lot of questions with the defense, especially with
necessary. If that's a bowl game, so be it. I'd love for our student athletes to experience that, because that's kind of the pinnacle of opportunity that you get, a reward that you get for what you've been doing for the last year.
I do have to ask you, I mean, in the last 2 years, and I know different contracts are structured differently, but in the last 2 years we've seen John Gross get extended both years. Do you feel secure going into this season?
It's football. I mean, I understand that. I mean, that's the nature of our beast, as they say, for coaching. So, you know, I've been around it. You always are proven to get yourself better, and you're always proven, you know, to do the things right that are necessary to do things right. That first year was a tough year. There's no question about it. I've never been through anything like it before in my life. I think last year we've shown that we can improve, and then I think the atmosphere around our football team is very positive, and they're doing exactly what they need to do on and off the football field.
All right, thanks to Coach Beckman for taking the time to sit down with us. Well, this is a pretty special year for Illinois football, as one of the country's most historic programs turns 125 years old. That's right, names like Grange, Butkus, Howard, Williams, Mendenhall. The list of greats is long, and it reads like a history book. The current crop of Illini are well aware of the program's long and storied history, and even though the last few years haven't been exactly pretty on the field, they're looking to make year 125 one to remember.
That's pretty amazing. 125 years, a lot of tradition here, and we're hoping to continue that tradition.
It's a great thing to go to work every day knowing that someone before you laid there, put in hard work, and went through the same things that you go through. So, you know, for me to put on this Illini jersey, to go out there every Saturday, and I'm actually playing for them. I'm playing for Cleveland, Ohio, Champaign, Urbana, the state of Illinois. You know, I'm representing them as well as the people that came before me.
Hey, we are just getting started on this Illini football kickoff show. Still to come, a closer look at the new threads for Illinois football. We're talking Nike rebrand after the break.